Hi folks, today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the Yamaha FG 820 acoustic guitar. The FG 820 is a dreadnought style acoustic guitar. It is has a solid spruce top, mahogany back and sides. You can see those there. One of the ways to kind of understand why that matters and how it's important is to compare this guitar to another guitar in the same series, the FG 800. Has a solid spruce top. FG 800 costs about $200. You can get them for $199.99 online. The FG 800 has a solid spruce top with NATO laminate back and sides. And so that sort of lower quality wood is going to give you probably not quite as much clarity and richness in the tone of the guitar on the FG 800. This guitar with the spruce top, mahogany back and sides is going to give you a warmer, richer, more robust tone from those tone wood those tone woods that are used in the construction of the guitar. So you pay a little bit more because you do have higher quality woods. This guitar retails for about $279.99. Makes this a gigging guitar if you want to use it that way. But it also functions as a great beginner guitar. The FG series has sometimes been called the poor man's Martin. The FG series goes way back to 1960. It's a well-known, well-regarded series of guitars by Yamaha, and you can kind of see they have kind of a Martin aesthetic about them. The cream binding around the fretboard feels or looks like a D35. The headstock, it's got kind of a Martin shape, except for kind of the little nook on the top there. The tuners look exactly like the tuners on my D28. They just don't say Martin on them. And then the body is, it's just got that kind of Martin dreadnought feel. This one does have cream binding all the way around, which looks really nice. The FG 800 has black binding, so it's not quite as distinctive in that way. That's really the only differences between the 800 and the 820 are the woods. That's a substantive difference, the wood that it's made out of. And then the aesthetic difference of the cream binding. So otherwise, they're basically the same guitar. So again, this is, in my view, bang for the buck. It's one of the best guitars on the market. It sounds really nice. The tone is earthy, but not muddy. The sustain is really good. Low end, mids, and highs are really balanced. And the guitar rings out nicely, so you can kind of hear that. I'm going to play a little bit more in a few minutes to give you a sense of how it feels around the guitar neck. If this is for a beginner student, starter guitar, you may want to go for the FG 800. It's a little bit cheaper. You might sacrifice a little bit of tonal quality, which isn't going to be highly noticeable to beginner guitars anyway, for the durability of the FG 800. And the affordability of the FG 800. Plan also to do a few upgrades. This one comes with a plastic saddle, a plastic nut, and plastic bridge pins. So I do plan to replace all of those with bone saddle, bone nut, and ebony or bone bridge pins as well. Probably going to drop a pickup in it at some point. I plan to add a strap button right there so that this is a giggable guitar. If you plan to play, if you're getting a guitar, you're learning, you're going to stick with it, it's worth a little bit extra, in my opinion, to go ahead and get a guitar that you will be able to play for a long time and be really happy with, maybe even perform with. If you're a performing musician, I would highly recommend going for the FG 820 over the FG 800. This is it'll be a great secondary instrument. Maybe you've got a nicer number one, but you want a good backup. You don't want to break the bank on it. That's why I got this guitar. This is one I'll use to travel with. I'm not going to take my vintage Martins out on an airplane or something like that. But this guitar, if it gets busted up on a plane, then it's not a huge loss. Let's take a listen to it. So you can hear a nice balanced tone all the way up and down the fretboard there. Here's something with some chords. can hear how long it rings after those chords get their last strum. So again, all kinds of styles: jazz, folk, rock and roll, classic rock, Americana. You're going to be able to do all that on this guitar. Again, bang for the buck. This thing is spectacular. Less than $300. Spruce top, mahogany back and sides. Got that nice, pretty cream binding. Check the links below and go find yourself a Yamaha FG 820 or FG 800. They're both great guitars. See you next time.